No, you're good.
So what do you make of tonight's offensive performance?
We got to play better, and I think that the turnover right there was tough. And it's still I think if we can, the slam was open. If we hit that one, it's different. But a pick six, it puts us in a hole, and then like I said, we got to play better to win games. But I think they played better than we did tonight. More than anything, I think they played harder early, and that's never going to be acceptable.
Brett Nealon said they made adjustments in the second quarter that were pretty significant. Did you see that from your position?
What's that?
Brett Nealon said they made adjustments in the second quarter, like they knew you guys were going to run. Did you see that?
No, not really. I think that they played pretty similar. I think they played, as the game went on, they played more, softer coverage or more coverage instead of, a lot more too high, and try to play a little more soft. And like I said, I think that we got to play harder. And if you look at some of those late drives, we're playing harder, but it's similar boxes that we were getting earlier, and we just didn't execute well enough. I think you can think back to the two red zone drives that didn't get touchdowns. Drake's wide open on a post, we don't hit it, and then Gary, it's going to be a tough catch. We make that one. That's 8-point difference. Then you take away the pick six. Like I said, they just executed better than we did tonight, I think. You know what I mean? And had some opportunities down there. Didn't execute well enough to win. And then, like I said, with the turnover was a cost of it.
When you say play harder, do you mean effort or just execution?
A little bit of both. I think, like I said, early on we had similar run blocks to what we had at the end, and all of a sudden we're splitting runs because they're probably not playing quite as hard, and we're playing harder. We got to finish blocks, finish runs, finish drives, and I think that was an emphasis coming into this game, and we didn't do a good job of doing it.
Did they ever show you anything that you didn't expect tonight?
No. What they showed was pretty similar to what they've played in the past. I think, like I said, I think they played a lot less one high to us than what they've shown on film most of the time, but they didn't. It's not like they showed coverages or showed a bunch of looks that, they played their defense and executed well.
Do you feel like the wide receivers are getting open enough?
I think so. I have to look at the tape, but they, like I said, I think they played a lot of soft coverage, dropping a lot of people into coverage, and when they do that, there's less windows. But I think there was a stretch where Keaton did a really nice job of getting all the way through the progression and finding the open guy. I can think of, I think it was the first drive of the second half where we got back to Taj a couple times on the backside of progressions, and when they're dropping that many people into coverage, you're going to have to go through progressions. And then, like I said, that they can take certain things away, but whether it be getting to the back like we did a couple times, and those guys make some plays for us, or getting to the backside of progressions, there's going to be people open, and we just got to find them.
In that sense, what did you make of the run game today?
It wasn't bad. I think, like I said, I think there was more out there, and I think you can always say that. But I think tonight, especially early on, we had looks that we wanted, and we had looks that we tried to get, and good runs called into them, and got what was, I think there were times we got 5 yards where if we're just a little more physical, where if we finish blocks, those could be really big ones, and that's important. Like when you hit explosives, we always talk about the explosive plays are huge, and I think we had some looks to hit explosives, and like I said, I think that they want to make the tackle more than we want to make some blocks a couple times, and when that happens, you get 5 instead of 15, you get 5 instead of 30, or whatever the case may be. So I think there was more out there. At times we were good, and at times we got to be better.
So what's your message to the offense after a performance like that?
I think just like I said, kind of what I've talked to you, just we got to be better. We got to play harder. We got to execute better, and that's been the case. We didn't execute great week one, especially in the red zone week one, and this past week, tonight, again, if we hit that post to Drake early on, that's 4 more points. If we make the catch on the seam to Gary, that's 4 more points. Now all of a sudden you got a whole totally different feel, a totally different game. And then like I said earlier, you got to take care of the football. That one was unfortunate. It was tipped, the ball was behind him, but that changes things, And so that's going to be the message. We got to execute better. We got to play harder.
In that sense, do you feel like the team presses a little bit when they feel like they know they need to score?
No, I think at times it does feel like we press a little bit, but you got to relax and play. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, football's a fun game. We got to go have fun and be loose and try to light it up.
Thank you.
Yep.
Is there anything you can do in the red zone to make it a little bit easier? I mean, just based off the first two games.
I think we had guys open today. Like I said, that the one to Drake, he was wide open, and we missed him a tad, and I don't even know if we got a hand on it. That one, I think that was pretty easy. We got to hit that. And then the one was a 3rd and long, but that's about as good of a shot as we can get on the 3rd and long to Gary up the seam, and we got to make that play. And then, like I said, we got to make our plays. And I thought today we had a good plan in the red zone, and the one drive we did finish in, but at the end of the day we have to we got to make our plays. We got to execute. And that's what football comes down to.